Donald Trump's former pick for Attorney General, Republican Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, you know, the guy that had that really difficult battle with the House Ethics Committee on, I don't know, his behavior, has fallen faster than Wile E. Coyote off of a cliff in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. But does that stop Republicans? Oh no, not at all. In this breaking story, guess what Matt Gaetz is doing next? A TV show. Yes, that's what you get when you get booted out of Congress for your behavior. You get OANN to make you a host of your own show on their programming. However, in this breaking story, based on what's recently happened to Gaetz, oddly, the opening of the show didn't go that well, and I'm going to show you that in just a few seconds. But let's take a look at some of the commentary surrounding how he's been handling the last 3 weeks.
Ex-Congressman Matt Gaetz tried to get ahead of the House Ethics Committee release of the sexual misconduct report against him by putting out a statement admitting that he used to drink and womanize too much, which he calls embarrassing, though not criminal.
Matt Gaetz is lashing out after the House Ethics Committee released a scathing bipartisan report alleging disturbing and potentially criminal behavior. The committee saying there's, quote, substantial evidence that Gaetz had sex with an underage girl in 2017. That woman, now in her 20s, told the committee she had sex with Gaetz when she was 17 and had just finished her junior year of high school. She said she never told Gaetz she was under 18 and he did not ask.
But insists that he lives a different life now. He added that he often sent funds to women he dated. Do not get me in trouble. That he dated to clarify his Venmo payments to various women.
But claims the then congressman paid her $400 in cash that evening, which, quote, she understood to be payment for sex. He was previously under investigation by the Department of Justice, though the DOJ declined to prosecute.
What is happening is an extortion of me and my family.
But the new report also claims he paid nearly $100,000 to 12 different women for sex between 2017 and 2020 and used illicit drugs on multiple occasions between 2017 and 2019.
Is this damage control, and did it work?
It did not work. I don't know who he hired as a PR person. But
I think that might have been a do-it-yourself.
Yeah, it could have been a do-it-yourself, but I don't think he shouldn't have said any of that.
I'm obsessed with the fact that the only thing that Republicans in the House are more consistent on than their loyalty to Trump is their hatred for Matt Gaetz.
Yes.
Like as soon as he was not Trump's nominee, and they were like,
Cruz?
Yes.
Wow.
They were like, oh no, we're voting to make this report
but the
public.
fact that
Kevin McCarthy's just enjoying a glass of wine, having an early Christmas present coming.
And so here's his little intro in this breaking story to his show, which received quite the fun commentary.
Tonight on the Matt Gaetz Show, the battle for the gavel is heating up with a group of GOP holdouts putting a snag in Speaker Mike Johnson's plans. We'll have Representatives Lauren Boebert, Thomas Massie, and Victoria Spartz on to discuss what they expect for Friday's critical vote. Plus, deadly attacks strike New Orleans and the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. We'll have retired Army Colonel and DoD Intel operative Tony Shaffer and retired CIA officer Sam Faddis on for a closer look into what's behind New Year's terror. See you at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific.
And in this breaking story, what did viewers focus on regarding Matt's new show? The content, the guests, his thoughts, his expertise? Not quite. Didn't go as well as they planned. Here it is. Breaking news, Matt Gaetz debuts his new OANN show to maybe not the feedback he expected. The former GOP lawmaker launched the Matt Gaetz Show on the right-wing network with an interesting look. Scandal-plagued former Rep. Matt Gaetz, representative from Florida, made his hosting debut on OANN on Thursday night after his failed attorney general bid and the release of a damning House Ethics Committee report. The controversial right-wing network announced last month that Gaetz would be joining its primetime lineup with the Matt Gaetz Show in a 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. slot, weeks after he withdrew as Donald Trump's pick to lead the Justice Department. But after the network released a teaser clip on Thursday, a large portion of the feedback focused on a totally unrelated subject. In quotes, LOL to whoever did his concealer, one person wrote. Blending this diva needs blending, said another social media user. However much you might despise Matt Gaetz, his makeup person has you beat, wrote another. Don't expect Gaetz to tone down anything, especially his lies. Other comments declared the show sucks and questioned how Gaetz still walked into a job after all the allegations against him. Gaetz received much of the same type of feedback after appearing at the Republican National Convention with a similarly eyebrow-raising look in July. Just before Christmas, the House Ethics Committee released its report on its probe into Gaetz, which found that he violated House rules prohibiting prostitution, statutory rape, illicit drug use, impermissible gifts, special favors or privileges, and obstruction of Congress. Some of the other comments that were made after his opening show were, reminder to blend your concealer before you go out. Why is he wearing Charlie Kirk's face? Please, at Matt Gaetz, you're a man. I get the whole politics and appearances thing. Either get a better makeup artist or don't wear any at all. I suggest being a man and not wearing any at all. Ways to rescue Matt Gaetz from having to sell himself on Cameo. Makeup artist did a horrible job. Matt Gaetz looks 100% better without makeup. Please fix this. And of course, my personal favorite, I asked @Grok to create a photo of Matt Gaetz' butthead, and the images it generated look just like him. Laughing my A off. It's a common conversation in America when a professional athlete's career ends, if it ends too early, what they wind up doing. Commonly, they go into the financial business or selling insurance. In this case, I'm not sure what Matt Gaetz is going to do, but I don't believe he's going to be in the spotlight much longer. And funny enough, I'm not even sure he'll be able to become a lobbyist. And if you can't become a lobbyist after having been a congressman, you're in real trouble. Hey, Matt, hope you enjoyed your 15 minutes of fame, because that whooshing sound is the dissipation light of your career. You guys stay frosty.